still is yet to come in. Okay. I think it's muted. You can unmute yourself. Hmm? It's connected. Add. No, let him be added to the.
Yeah, that's the maximum.
Please use the second layer
Okay,
instead of this first one. Use the second one.
it's that good. What you say?
There's a second layout. Use the second layout on your StreamYard platform. You know,
Okay, the
there
one
are
that
like about 6 layouts there. Use the
okay.
second one.
That's the one.
Why isn't the second one that carries two persons, right? Network. I sent something to your phone. Look at that on WhatsApp here. Can you hear me? Don't suspend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The second one that it needs to
Like it is
get
network.
back. It's out.
Maybe you connect again.
Let me know if I can turn my volume to check.
Okay. But the link is here now, not there.
I know he will not join, but he will go to YouTube and check.
Okay.
Has he come?
No, he hasn't. You haven't come arrive also.
He's busy. Okay, let me hurry up and check. Okay. Still, it's very clear.
Yeah, that's come.
Add him to the screen.
Okay.
Very clear.
So now click on the third layout.
The third one.
Yeah. Yeah, better.
You got that? Is it okay?
Yeah. We are live, so let's go on. I think we are live.
I mean, okay. But you can hear me very clearly, right?
Perfectly.
Oh, that's cool. All right. The privilege having you on the show. Ladies and
It's an honor,
gentlemen,
sir.
I am so excited this very afternoon. This is Corner Chat with Babalogy. And I want to welcome every one of us to the show this very afternoon. I have a special guest on the show. Corner Chat with Babalogy is a show where we discuss with experts on various fields, professional fields. Call it business, call it career, call it relationship. It's a time where we get to learn from their experiences and we learn from their downtimes and their uprising and how they have been able to make it to the level they are this very day. And I want to tell you, it's always a time where you'll be when you'll be inspired, a time where you'll be motivated, and a time where you'll definitely be educated. This very afternoon, as excited as I am, I have a very important personality on the show today. He is uh, uh, my brother, my friend, my colleague. If I want to run down his resume, I don't know if we'll be able to start off with the show this very afternoon. It's no other person than Abiodun Mustafa. Before he comes up, before we start talking, I will just give you a summary on what he does and who he is actually. Summarily put, is a purpose coach and the best in the business. I can assure you that. Abiodun Mustafa also is a personal development expert, is a business development consultant, is an educator and founder of Growth Hub Africa, a community of strategic career leaders and business experts. He helps professionals and businesses through a process of purpose, productivity, and profitability. This he does through speaking engagements, training, personal coaching, and writing. Abiodun Mustafa is a certified business trainer and coach by the German Development Corporation, that's the GIZ, 2018. And he has trained over 2,000 and coached over 45 professionals and business owners. He was selected to be one of the members of the Future of Computing Academy by the Association of Computing Machinery, New York, out of over hundreds of very competitive applications from academic institutions, research laboratories, and companies all over the world. He is the convener of a city-to-city event purpose hangout, which has impacted over 500 young people from 6 cities in Nigeria. This has led to positioning them correctly for their life's purpose. Mr. Abiodun Mustafa has been inspired to write thought-provoking articles and books, which have caused a remarkable transformation of mindsets. He provides narrative, transforming, and soul-inspiring content on YouTube and hosts professionals from various spheres of life on his podcast, Growth Secrets with Abiodun Mustafa. He has been featured on various platforms such as the Young Professional Forum, K2 Oshodi, and Isheri Dimu. The Prophetic Woman, Dear Potential, Sweet FM, Splash FM, KMC TV, Edufrica. I hope I got that right. Edufrica Privacy Conference. Okay. Edufrica, then Privacy Conference, among so many. What a resume. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm privileged this very afternoon to have Mr. Abiodun Mustafa on the show this very afternoon. Mr. Abiodun, I'm glad to have you.
I celebrate you, sir. It's a great honor to be here. Please, don't forget that he's reading those resumes. Is my oga. Now to appreciate Mr. Babaola for the privilege to be here. It's a great privilege which I don't take for granted. I remembered meeting Mr. Babaola during my service here in Zamfara, 2014. So eventually he left us and ran away. So he and it has been a great honor to reconnect with him and a great privilege to everyone. If you are watching this right now, please do well to like this video so it could be recommended to more people, because there are a lot of values that will be coming your way very, very soon, and there are a lot of things that you will get to learn. Please also do well to stay subscribed to this channel, because there are always amazing things. If you go to a lot of the interviews that have been held, they are really fantastic things and lessons that you can begin to learn. So it's a great privilege to be here. Thank you so much, sir, for having me. And I'm so ready. As much as I'm ready to learn, I'm ready to dish out knowledge, and I'm ready to also get the best out of what we have to do today. Thank you so much, sir.
Wow, thank you very much, Mr. Abiodun Mustafa. I won't dwell much on what we have said.
Yes, I
how
can
we
hear.
met. I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can. The network seems to be pretty unstable. Can you hear me now? The network. I can't hear you no more. It's well. All right. Right.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. I think it's the third world internet issue, so we just have to just get
Yes,
to
I
do with
can
it.
understand. Yeah, I can understand. Okay. We are talking about discovering purpose. Discovering purpose. How to maximize your potential. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Before we start drilling into how we can maximize our potentials, can you kindly tell us and our viewers what is purpose, and what is the role it plays in the overall potential of an individual? What is
All
purpose
right,
before
that's
we start
so
drilling in?
interesting. Thank you, thank you so much for that question. And I think this is really pivotal to whatsoever we may see right now, whatsoever of the things going on around the world, and whatsoever situation people are at right now is really connected to this concept of purpose that you have just raised. And I started a conversation today that most times when people talk about purpose, most of the times, do people really know what they are talking about? And do people really know the purpose they are trying to seek? Because purpose in itself could be anything. Purpose in itself is the reason why something is initiated, something is created, and something is begun either for the benefit or for the destruction of people. So purpose could be anything. Because someone can wake up in the morning and say, because I ate that woman, and then decide to carry acid and pour that woman and disfigure her. She is doing that thing because of a purpose, because she has a purpose for doing it. So when people just say purpose could be anything. You can decide that, the purpose to which you want to make money is because you want to tell that girl you have been chasing for a long time that you can make the money and you can pursue her. It's also a purpose. So people should not just feel because someone said, I have a purpose, necessarily means that they are doing something great or ambitious. There is a purpose. There's a purpose why right now somebody decides that I want to take my time to listen to this particular chat. I want to take my time to be right here. And there's a purpose why somebody right now will decide that she wants to go and become a stripper. There's a purpose to it. Why? Because if you catch an armed robber who robs a bank, and you ask the armed robber, what's the reason why you decided to rob that bank? It will tell you a purpose. It will tell you, maybe because I was stranded, maybe because I lost my parents and there was no hope. That is actually a purpose. So purpose could be anything in real sense. The reason why something is initiated, something is created, something is started, and something is acted upon is actually a purpose. All right, it's actually purpose. So we must understand that purpose is not necessarily something entirely spiritual. Okay, it's not something entirely mystical. But when we begin to proceed from purpose to purpose for living, that's when there's a difference to it. So people talk about purpose, but there's a real difference between purpose and purpose for living. Okay. Sorry, sir, I'm getting a feedback. I don't know if you are replaying this somewhere.
No.
I'm
is this
getting
still coming
an echo back. Yes.
You're still getting an echo? How is it now?
Yes.
Is it better?
Yeah, it's still coming back like an echo. So either maybe I'm thinking maybe you may need to hold on a second.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe you may need to mute if you are not talking. Probably that's where it's coming from.
Okay.
All right. So the difference really is there's a point whereby you have purpose and then you have purpose for living. So until you begin to demystify those two different things, you will keep making certain mistakes again and again, and then you wonder why you spend a lot of time just trying to find purpose and do all of those things. Now, purpose in itself, like I've said, is any reason why something is initiated, anything is created, anything is begun, anything is carried out, that in itself is purpose. But when we come to the part where we are talking about purpose for living is the reason why God, the producer, created a person with a potential for the benefit of people. I'll go back again. Purpose is the reason why God, the producer, created a person with a potential for the benefit of people. Which means the real purpose for living will have the place of the producer, which is God. We have the place of a person who God made and God gave the privilege to be born to it. And that person was born with a potential, and that potential is for the benefit of people. And foundationally, when you do not have a purpose for living, there are three things that will be present. You would always have confusion, you would always have chaos, and you would always have crisis. I'll go
Can you
right
come
away.
again with that?
Whenever purpose is absent, there would always be confusion, there would always be chaos, and there would always be crisis. If you go into any institution right now, you choose that you want to go and work anywhere in the world, and you don't know the purpose why you are there, you will either contribute to confusion, you will contribute to chaos, or you contribute to crisis. If you have all the money in the world right now, and you don't know the purpose why you have it, it's going to add to confusion, it's going to add to chaos, and it's going to add to crisis. If you decide right now you want to get married, and you don't know the purpose of your life, you add up to confusion, you add up to chaos, and you add up to crisis. And that's the exact reason why our world is the way we are, because we have more percentage of people who don't know their purpose for living than the people who really know their purposes for life. And let me tell you right now, the reason why you are envious of people and you are willing, every day you wake up, you have a reason to be envious and jealous, is because you don't identify and appreciate your purpose for living. Why? Because the fish that is in the water is not jealous and envious of the bird that is flying in the air. So let's leave it at that. Let me allow you to speak. I think I've even said a lot of things already.
No. I was actually flowing. Flowing with you, and I was actually getting everything that you are saying. I want to ask you a question. The overall place of one's purpose to the maximization of his or her potential. But before we come back to that very question, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can.
Now, before we come back to that question, now you just talked about if one does not know his or her purpose for living in any spheres of his or her life, he or she will be adding to confusion, to chaos, and to one amazing thing you talked about. Okay, now my question is this. How does one discover their purpose for living so they don't be an addition to confusion, to chaos, and to so many other negative things in the society? Can you hear me, sir? All right, can you hear me now, sir?
Yeah, we're back.
Okay, now
Sorry, I had to. Yeah.
let me go over my question again. Can I go ahead?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you said a few so many things that you told us the discrepancy between purpose and purpose in life. There's a clear discrepancy from what you've told us.
Yeah.
Now my question is, I wanted to ask you, what is the place of one's discovering one's purpose in life to the maximization of one's potential? But I said, before we ask you that question, how does one discover their purpose in life so they don't be an addition to the chaos and the so many challenges we already have today?
All right, that's very, very important and very crucial question. To even start with, on my part is that when a lot of people say they are finding or trying to discover their purpose, one question that they don't really ask is that whose purpose are they looking for?
Okay.
Whose purpose are they looking for? Because sometimes there are people who find purpose as a revenge mission.
Wow.
And they find purpose as a healing mission.
Okay.
And sometimes they find purpose as an ambition mission. Now, what do I mean? You see somebody right now, maybe she just fell out of a relationship, she was just served fresh breakfast. And out of that breakfast, she said, oh, I'm looking for my purpose. Now I want to teach people how to solve relationship issues. But that is not you. Because the purpose you are looking for is only an healing mission. It's not because that is what God really created you to be. So when you say you're trying to look out for your purpose, you must pay attention to whose purpose are you looking for. Are you looking for the purpose of the victim? Are you looking for the purpose of the person who is battered? Or are you looking for the purpose of someone who wants to accomplish an ambition in life? Because people will say, I'm looking for my purpose, I want to grow big, I want my son to travel far. But in reality, when God made you and God created you to let, was that what God wanted you to do? So the real purpose, when people really look for the purpose for living, it is the purpose that goes back to who God made them to be, not a means in order to heal all the challenges they have gone through. So, I have like a 5 to 7 different pointers that I've thought over time that people can always look out for when they are trying to discover their purpose in life. But recently I realized that most of the people that we take to discover purpose, what's the reason why they struggle to fulfill it? Or when they get to a peak, they can no longer carry on. Why? Because the lady who has a wrong relationship and now picked up a relationship with them, at the time when she now saw that she had become influential, she could not proceed anymore. Why? Because that was not exactly what God created her to be. Okay, now I will go to the pointers. I will say 5 different pointers that you can really use to discover your purpose. Number 1 pointer is the pain pointer.
The what?
Pain pointer.
Pain.
P-A-I-N.
Pain. Okay.
The pain pointer. Now you should begin to look out for what are the different challenges that you are passing through in life. What are the things that have made you pained in life? That you have suffered a lot of pain. You have passed through a lot of hurt and situations that have made you cry and to be hurt. And recently you have been healed from them. And you have overcome those, and those odds no longer bring you down. And you see other people passing through pain. Do you see yourself picking up that assignment to help people out of that pain? Through the process of healing that you have been through. So number 1 pointer is the pain pointer.
The pain pointer.
Number 2 pointer is the passion pointer. Number 2 is the passion pointer. And when I talk about passion is what is the consistent burden that comes to your heart, that comes to your mind. Every time you pass through the street, every time you sleep, every time you have a conversation, every time you have to think, every time you have to meditate, that burden always comes to your mind. And there's something that tells you to always go out and try to address it. That's the passion pointer.
Okay.
Number 3 is the potential pointer. That's the ability, the skill that God has given you, the gift and talent God has given you. Always point to what purpose you have to fulfill. For example, maybe you just find yourself always willing to take up leadership responsibility. And whenever you take such responsibility, even when you feel you have done nothing, people always appreciate you as if you have done a great thing. It's a pointer to the purpose you have to fulfill. Number 4 is the problem pointer. What are immediate problems that people always bring to you, even when they are not sure whether you can solve it? And easily, you always have the ability to solve and address those problems. Those things are pointers to the purpose you like. And number 5 has to do with the people pointer. The people pointer. What are the category of people that you always find yourself to be amongst them? Are they children? Are they girls? Are they youth? Are they campus students? Are they professionals? Are they adults? Are they men? Are they women? That when you find yourself amongst them, and you have to them, you find a form of fulfillment within you. Those things are pointers to the purpose you have to fulfill. If you can begin to sit down and look at these 5 pointers, one way or the other, you find something that is the topmost burden in your heart that you are willing to address. You should begin to build yourself to go for them and then take action towards them. Those things are pointers to the purpose you have to fulfill in life.
Mr. Abiodun Mustafa. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Corner Chat with Babalogy, and I have the sole privilege to be speaking to Mr. Abiodun Mustafa this very afternoon. And Mr. Abiodun has been spitting bars upon bars. I have not heard before talking about pain pointer, passion pointer, people pointer, problem pointer to discovering your purpose in life. This is Corner Chat with Babalogy. Mr. Abiodun, I want to ask you, having known or having discovered these pointers and having known your purpose for living, that is one thing. Knowing how to pursue them is another thing. That is my next question. I remember what I told you before. I'm coming back to that. The place of purpose in the maximization of one's potential in life. Now, having known these purposes or having gotten a direction, maybe towards pain or people or problem, as the case may be, what necessary steps can one take in order to pursue these?
All right. Thank you very much for that question. And I think most of the mistakes people make is that they always try to pursue their purpose instead of positioning for their purpose.
Can you come again?
One of the greatest mistakes people can make is trying to pursue your purpose instead of positioning for your purpose.
Wait, so what you're saying that there is pursuing your purpose and there is positioning for your purpose. Did I get that right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, correct. If you try to pursue your purpose, you will not reach fulfillment. But when you position for your purpose, that's when you attain purpose fulfillment. And I will state certain instances. For example,
can you tell us what? Call.
For example,
yes,
I will take the story of Joseph in the Bible. Joseph was born, and at some instant he started having certain revelation that he was going to step into the point of leadership. Yes. Joseph was not trying to pursue to be a leader. Every instance of his life was positioning him to fulfill that purpose. That was why he was able to say at the end to his brothers that I was brought in, that for them they thought evil, but God thought it for good because he wanted him to preserve life. So positioning is the secret to really stepping into purpose fulfillment. And your positioning will begin when you begin to build and develop yourself for the vision that you see about your purpose in life. So you must understand that it takes positioning to walk into it. So a lot of people are trying to do a lot of things. They are trying to, say, I want to meet mentors. Oh, I want to do this. I want to go here. I must accomplish this. I must write a book. I must do this. When you position, you will find lasting fulfillment and peace and rest in your purpose. Positioning is what will bring the right mentors to you and will bring that connection between them to you. Positioning is what will recommend the right resources that will develop that potential for you to fulfill that purpose. Positioning is what will recommend the certain courses and volunteering course that you need to be in that will make you fully accomplish that purpose. Positioning is what will bring the inspiration to when to start that initiative, to when to start that movement, to when to start that outreach, to when to start every of those things. It takes positioning to become it. Now, the difference between pursuing and positioning is that in positioning, you attract the right things for your purpose. But in pursuing, you will exert energy, and one day you will grow up to be 75 and found out that you have not even started your purpose at all.
Wow.
So it's like all right, sir. Go
Okay,
on.
go ahead. No, go ahead. Because I wanted to say.
Yeah, go on, sir.
Okay, now I wanted to say. So, if I know my purpose, I know you are not saying that because one is knowing your purpose in life. Another thing could be grooming it, working on it, because it most times we know them, but they don't manifest automatically. It has to be worked upon. It has to be groomed. Now, if we say we position ourselves for purpose, I'm not getting the thin line between them, sir.
Now, positioning simply means that you get to the point. I would also use the instance of Jesus. You tend to get to the point whereby you begin to develop capacity to the point whereby when an opportunity comes to lead that purpose, you will qualify for it. For example, Jesus started knowing what he was to accomplish at 12. What did Jesus start doing? Jesus was asking questions from the leaders who were there. The priest, the high priest, was asking them questions. What was he trying to do? He was trying to position for that purpose he was to fulfill. Such that when Jesus was to launch out to manifest at around the age of 30, people began to say, what kind of wisdom is this? Why? Because he was constantly positioning for it. But you know what some people do? They know their purpose today. Tomorrow they want to be on the platform. They know their purpose today. Tomorrow they want to be the most celebrated, renowned speaker. And at the end of the day, when they then launch out, they disappoint to the point that the audience that should listen to them may not offer them another opportunity. So you position for the fulfillment of your purpose. You don't try to pursue your purpose. So that's it, sir.
Okay, there was a little break in the transmission here. Where I left off was where you said when Jesus was 12, he already knew his purpose. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, that was why I got it before the network.
Yeah, I said Jesus knew his purpose at 12. And what was he doing at 12? He was asking questions, trying to build capacity, trying to gather relevant knowledge, trying to learn from those who were there. He was trying to position for it. Now, the time when Jesus was going to show forth, people began to say, what kind of wisdom is this? Why? Because he positioned for it. And that was why Jesus could go to the mountain and people could follow him there. And people could sit down under the ministration of Jesus for 3 days. And they were not tired. Why? Because he positioned for his assignment. And it got to the time when he was to walk up to the cross and he was to die for humanity. He was so ready because he was well positioned for it. So you position for your purpose, you get ready, you gather capacity, you build competence to the point that when opportunity comes to release and exhibit your purpose, people will know that you were not just a journey just come. There is not just an immediate arrival. You know, I used to tell people, I used to point to service here, 2014. How most of the time, we took time praying, most of the times, a lot of the preparation season that I am at right now started in 2014 doing service here. And I keep appreciating the fact that I went far away to Zamfara State to get that preparation started. People felt, oh, this guy just emerged. How come we knew him? Oh, how come he's doing this? How come he's that? But there was the positioning that started. In fact, I did not know my purpose in life until 2014. I did not know until 2014, but a lot of people don't know. I didn't know until service here in 2014. And many of the things you were seeing happened because of positioning. Positioning. You are not so quick to launch out. You are not so quick to say, oh, I know my purpose. Oh, I want to start volunteering. Oh, I want to start doing this. In the real reality, are you well positioned to be released to your world? And what you must realize is that the day you were born is the day you started existing. But the day you discover a purpose for living is the day you actually started living. So there's a real difference between existence and living. The day you were born is the day you started existing. But the day you discovered your purpose in life is the day you started living. So we have many people who are existing, but only few people who are living. So which means that the fact that you are alive does not mean you are living. You can be alive and not be living. The only thing that really makes you live is the living of the purpose for which you are created. And that's why many people come through life, they die at the age of 80, but there's really no impact said about them. So which means they existed on earth for 80 years, but they never lived for 1 second.
Mr. Abiodun Mustapha. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Corner Chat with Babalogy, and I've been on with Mr. Abiodun Mustapha. Mr. Abiodun, I would like to ask a question. Okay, let me now go back to the question I said I wanted to ask. The place of purpose discovery in the actualization or maximization of one's full potential. What is the place of purpose discovery in the actualization of one's full potential?
Yeah, interesting. Now, I will bring it in 2 ways.
Okay.
Number one, you cannot fulfill purpose without a potential. And number two, you cannot maximize your potential without a clear purpose in life.
Can you come again?
You cannot fulfill purpose without a potential.
Okay.
And you cannot maximize your potential without a clear purpose for living.
Oh, without a clear purpose.
And this is how I'm going to bring it in.
Okay.
Imagine you know that you are to lead a great youth movement. And number one, you have not developed the purpose, the potential of writing to communicate your thoughts, speaking to communicate your thoughts, and leading to be able to fulfill that purpose. Tell me how you want to lead the mass movement. So it takes potential to really fulfill purpose. Now, secondly, if you have a potential but you don't understand your purpose for living, you are going to misuse that potential or abuse people with that potential. Why do you think we have fantastic celebrities who can sing, musical artists who can sing, but they are causing more corruption to the young people than positivity? Why? Because they have a potential, but their potential is not connected to the benefit of people. That's really the thin line. So you need potential to fulfill purpose, and then you need the clarity of your purpose in life to be able to maximize your potential.
Can I say something? If you can hear me.
Yeah.
Now, you just said one part of what you want, what your explanation is. Now, from the instance you just gave now, with the celebrities and the kind of song, can you hear me?
Yeah.
How do we say that? I don't know how to put it. It is not affecting the younger ones in the right way when they seem to be loving it. How do we reconcile that?
All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Now, this is what I would say to this. Remember, I said there's a difference between purpose and purpose for living. Purpose for living is always for the benefit of people. Now, when you sing a song whereby every time the young people sleep, they're always imagining on how to sleep with a lady, or they're imagining an immoral picture in their mind, how does that have to the benefit of people? Because instant, it corrupts them. Okay, so those people have potentials. Those people have certain abilities and gifts that they make use of. But it's not fulfilling purpose for living because it is causing more destruction to humanity than benefit to humanity. So right now, don't tell me because I have a voice, oh, because I can sing, because I can write song, because I can play football, because I can speak, because I can do comedy. Well done, well done. But the question you need to ask yourself whether you're in purpose is it a benefit to people and a benefit to the nation and a benefit to the kingdom of God? If it does not tick those three boxes, you need to think again. So this is the reason why people can make money out of their gift and yet they are not fulfilled. This is the reason why people can attain certain position and yet they are not happy in life. Why? Because they have potential, they have ability, they have gifts and talent, but it's not communicating a benefit to people, a benefit to the community, and a benefit to the kingdom.
Wow. All right, Mr. Abiodun.
Yes, boss.
Thank you so much. Now, I would like to ask, are we saying that if an individual does not discover his or her purpose for living, does that mean he or she cannot live a fulfilled life? If yes, why is it so?
All right, sir. So there's a difference between satisfaction, success, and fulfillment. There's a difference between satisfaction, success, and fulfillment.
Okay.
Now, you must always ask yourself that when you begin to celebrate certain things in your life, are you celebrating success, which is the accomplishment of a worthy goal? So anybody can set goal and accomplish it. That's success. Satisfaction, the fact that you can meet your daily needs. Okay, you can eat, you can always pay your house rent. Okay, you can buy clothes on your body, you can meet the basic things that needs to be met. That's satisfaction. But fulfillment comes when you make impact to the world around you, to the environment around you, okay, and yet you do it with so much accomplishment that even if you are not rewarded, yet you still remain very happy. That's fulfillment. That you get to a point whereby you know that even if you die young, you have no regrets. And that's what happened to Jesus. Jesus died at the age of 33. But today, the impact over 2,000 years after, is still living to today. And then the Bible says he went to the right hand of the Father and yet he is yet still praying for us. Having no reason to why he has to come back again to die. Satisfaction, success, and fulfillment is not the same thing. So people mistake it and say, oh, I'm fulfilled, I'm fulfilled. But when they now grow old and they get to 80 and they begin to reflect on their life, they now begin to imagine how much of wastage and regret that they have. So you should look at the difference between success, satisfaction, and fulfillment. They are not the same, sir.
So what was okay? The thin
So
line now is that
you can be successful and not fulfilled. Tell me the reason why very multi-millionaires, those who are multi-billionaires, sometimes think of committing suicide. Why do you think those who have so much of money and conglomerates still are not satisfied with staying with one woman? Why do you think those who are of great position are not still happy with living well and happy with one woman, and they still want to multiply women in their lives? They are not fulfilled, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm with Mr. Abiodun Mustafa, and we have been how to maximize your potential, and it's really an interesting time this very afternoon. if you are with us this afternoon, you will understand that Mr. Abiodun Mustafa has been opening our eyes for living, purpose discovery, and potential maximization. He just gave us the discrepancy. Does not automatically equate Mr. Abiodun.
Right,
does being fulfilled. Did you hear me?
Yeah, go on, sir.
Okay, I said we just establish a fact that being successful does not guarantee fulfillment.
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
I want to go the other way. A is not equal to B. If we say being fulfilled is equal to being successful, will that be right?
Not exactly, sir. You can
Okay.
be fulfilled and still be successful. If the goal you are set to be successful is to accomplish what you got in your fulfillment.
Come again, please.
You can be fulfilled and be successful if the goal you set that now became your success was what you got in your fulfillment. So, for example, probably I set a goal in the beginning of the year that I want to reach out to 1,000 young people across Nigeria, and I want them to be able to identify themselves and to be confident about themselves to a point whereby they are not intimidated about things around them. Okay, that may be my purpose in life, and I set that goal, I accomplished that success, then it also became fulfillment for me. Okay, so
Yeah.
you are fulfilled when every goal you set tends towards the fulfillment of your purpose. So, which means you can decide to make $1 million, okay, and you accomplished it based on the fact that you needed it to be able to fulfill purpose. So you can see that success can be tied to your purpose in life, which will eventually turn out fully into your fulfillment in life. Okay, so but you see people who set goals, they became successful, but it does not translate to any connection to their purpose for living. So they are successful, but not fulfilled. But you can also be successful inside your purpose fulfillment.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Thank you very much
Yes,
for
sir.
clarifying that for us this very afternoon, Mr. Abiodun Mustafa.
Yes, sir.
You're getting me all excited this very afternoon. Thank you for honoring our invitation and for coming on our show this very afternoon.
It's
But
an honor, sir.
before I will start thinking about letting you go, I want us to narrow our purpose discovery or purpose for living to our much younger generation now in this segment. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I mean, those people now still in their secondary school and those that are done with their secondary education
Yeah.
yet to get admission in that category. Now, you know, being in that state that stage of life is very volatile. Very volatile. Now, in this situation, how can they discover their purpose for living at that stage of their life without
All right.
ending up becoming a menace to the society? Because I think everything has been tied up towards living a purposeful life. And how can they discover that at that particular young age so they can become something meaningful and add positively to the society?
All right. That's interesting. And to those in that category, what I would say is, for a most majority of young people, if you're listening to me and you are in that category that Mr. Babala just mentioned, one of the things that is likely not to have happened to you is that you are likely not to have really become a victim of many things about the society yet. You are likely not to. Don't say, I did not say you have not become a victim, but a vast percentage of them have likely not faced really tough things like that in life. Okay. And for most of them, my counsel would necessarily be on identifying their gifts and talents, working on their gifts and talents, and seeking platforms to develop and deploy them. Identifying their gifts, their talents, like you can sing, you can write, you can speak, you can coordinate things, you can moderate events, you can do all of those things. Look for means. If you need to go to school, if you need to go for apprenticeship, okay, go there and begin to develop yourself and look for means to deploy it. That comes to the place of applying and registering for competitions and go. Whether you are sure if you will win the award or not, go for competitions. One thing it does to you is that it begins to develop certain confidence in you and channel you towards the path you need to get to. And that's why I said positioning is what is important, not pursuing it. Now, it is by doing some of those things that they will meet people who are interested in what they do. And such people will contribute to their growth and offer them platforms that will explore them. Now, and as they begin to move on, they then begin to identify what should be the next phase in their purpose journey. Okay. Now, secondly, I'll be speaking majorly to their parents now. Is that as parents, when you identify that your children are good at certain things, do well to encourage them to do more of it and offer them privileges, maybe in your churches, maybe in your mosques, maybe amidst your friends' competition, maybe you are going for your a birthday for your friend's son's or daughter's birthday, and you see that, oh, your son can go there and do maybe spoken words or maybe sing. Always look for that opportunity for them to do it. As they begin to grow up, the positioning will give them inspiration to how they should assign their purpose as they go on. So we should not rush our children most times to what we do. We should position them, allow them to position for it, okay, by channeling their current gifts, their current talents, their current potentials and abilities into things that relate to those things. It's not like you see your son always speaking something and is always willing to draw, and you discourage that child. What you should do is Allow that child go for drawing competition. Let him learn from coaches. Let him learn from trainers. Let him learn from people like that. Let him go for exploration. Okay, let him go for expos. That's the way you begin to build these things in your children. And it's quite saddening that in third world nation, in places like Nigeria, most of our parents, I think currently is getting better. Most of our parents do not encourage their children to pick up some of these things. And when the children then grow up and they see their mates doing it, they become intimidated to even start. You see your child, maybe he's always talking, you say, shut up. He's always shouting, shut up. That child may be a public speaker. That child may become a president that may need to speak to many people. Instead of helping that child to develop, sit that child down and begin to play videos of people who are doing those things. A child wants to be in public speaking, let the guy sit down and watch videos of Barack Obama. Sit down and watch videos of Les Brown. Sit down and watch videos of Eric Thomas. Sit down and watch videos of Lisa Nichols. You know, one thing it does is it creates aspiration in that child. And when that child begins to grow into awareness, they begin to want to emulate such personality, and then they channel towards their cause eventually. So the child may become okay. You want to speak maybe in the area of relationship, speak maybe in the area of business, speak maybe in the area of economy, speak maybe in the area of leadership. But the first thing is the child's potential has been at least built up to know that there is a possibility in doing those things. So those two things are very essential for those in secondary school. Look for opportunities to always use your potential, competitions, go for coaching programs, go for events, go for conferences, go for just things that explore you, that gives you the privilege. Connect to mentors. Be willing to serve. That's the problem with young people. Be willing to serve. Your church is a starting point, my friend. Your church is a starting point. Some of us, I tell people that when I was young, I used to be shy to speak in public, but people don't believe. Because I would go on stage and speak confidently, speak with power, passion, but I was not like that before. I was not like that. But church gave me the privilege, gave me the opportunity, okay, the ability to stand out to moderate. When I was in the undergraduate program, I began building my confidence. In fact, my first moderation program in the campus, I was shaking, sweating inside. People didn't know, but now it does not happen again. Why? But now it's built up. That's how it has to be. So look for opportunity to serve. Service is one means, mentorship is one means, and training is another means.
Wow. Mr. Abiodun, thank you very much for that exposition. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Corner Chat with Babalogy. And I believe we've been able to touch every facet as it affects the old, the young, and those in the secondary school category. And it's been an amazing time on Corner Chat with Babalogy this very afternoon with Mr. Abiodun Mustafa on the seat. Mr. Abiodun, our time is fast spent.
Thank you so
much. It seemed to me like we are just starting. It has been an enlightening conversation. Thank you so much once again for honoring our invitation.
Yes, sir.
All right, before I let you go, kindly help us with your social media handles for as many that may want to reach you or may want to get in touch with you, and you also help us with your YouTube channel for those that may want to come to your channel and watch one or two of your videos.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for that privilege. So this is what I will say to everyone who is listening to this and those who would watch as the replay is that please do well to subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to Corner Chat with Babalogy. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the videos. Watch the previous interviews. And also do well to drop comments. Share these videos with your friends everywhere you can. In fact, that's why we talked about service. You may be fulfilling your purpose by just sharing this video with someone. And thank God some things like this are free. And some of the things you are getting here, it's premium. If I tell you dollars that people pay for things like this, then you will be surprised. So do well to share this video with your friends. Subscribe. Do well to subscribe so that you will not lose out every time this chat happens again and again. And one thing I'll be offering is to all the audience and those who watch this video, I'll be giving you one of my books for free, one of my ebook for free, and it's titled Purpose Clarity Blueprint, an amazing book that talks about the foundation of purpose, discovery, fulfillment, and how you can maximize purpose and all of that. And I will give you for free, even though it's supposed to be with a charge, but because of Mr. Babalola, you get that privilege. It's my Oga, it's my uncle. So I will give you that book for free. So all you have to do to get that book for free is just what you can do is just send a message to me on WhatsApp and just say CCW Babalogy. Immediately you say that, I will know you watch this video. So those who did not watch the video cannot send that message to me on WhatsApp. So just say CCW Babalogy. Then just send that message to me on WhatsApp on +234 814 850 60609. +234 814 856 0609. So you can just send a WhatsApp message to me and I would send that book to you for free, entirely for free. You will just get that privilege that you came to watch this video, okay, and that you were on this YouTube channel today. Okay, so on other channels, just on Instagram, it's at I am Abiodun Mustafa. On TikTok, it is I am Abiodun Mustafa. On Facebook, I am Abiodun Mustafa. So you can follow, like, check out the content there. And on YouTube, Abiodun Mustafa, just type Abiodun Mustafa, you'll see the most handsome face you will see there, and the person who has the highest number of subscribers, you would always see there, and just like and watch all of that. Thank you so much, sir, for the privilege. Please, everyone, go on out, be exceptional, fulfill purpose, make impact every day, add value to your life, immeasurable, and make the rest of your life the best of your life. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much. Your closing remark. That's not your closing remark for me. Give us your closing remark before you go.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much. I hope you got so much value from this. And this is what I would say. Always ensure that you live your life pursuing fulfillment more than satisfaction and success. Do well to live with more intentionality, live with more wisdom, connect yourself with those who will keep building you up. And that's why channels like this are available to always build you up. The things you focus on will end up as the things that you become. Thank you so much, sir. It's a great privilege to be here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Corner Chat with Babalogy, and it's been Mr. Abiodun Mustafa on our show this very afternoon. Thank you for honoring our invitation. And like he said, he is every week to his word. Go through the video, and if you're watching right now, he has dropped his number. Send CCW Babalogy to him, and he will send you a copy of his ebook for free, courtesy of this very channel, Corner Chat with Babalogy. Mr. Abiodun, thank you so much. We appreciate your presence on the show. We hope you won't turn us down when we call you on the show sometime in a distant time from now.
I'll see your boy, sir. I'm loyal.
I didn't say in a near distant time. I said in a distant time from now. Definitely, Mr. Abiodun will still be coming on the show. Mr. Abiodun Mustafa, thank you so much. Have a nice day ahead. Thank you.